Hello everyone and welcome back to Smp. I thought I might make like episode 8 all about showing the actual progress that's been happening on Smp, because the past 4 episodes have just been war and you haven't seen much of actual development. Okay, so number 1, we added 2 more mods lately, which added in those kinds of boats over there. So that's a thing. And also those kinds of carts over there. Those are all the 3 different carts. That's like a agricultural cart thing, and that's for storage, and that thing you can transport animals in. Oh yeah, right. And my big creeper farm, I just built this recently, this week. But there's a lot of things I do have to show you though, because this is like my main base. I don't think I've ever been properly inside my main base in an episode so far. I was once in like episode 6, I think. Oh fuck. But this is my main base area. Very big, very nice looking. Over here in this half, specifically on the half of this half, is where Meps lives. I don't think I've showed enough of the things that we actually built in this SMP, so I think I should really do it so you all can understand, well, what the dynamics and locations and stuff are, so I don't have to explain it like in the middle of one episode. For example, this is like my capital city area. I'm going to be building a city right over here. Not a city, basically a little town. Because this area is basically naturally this flat. I'm not even kidding. There's like a few like holes that are like these sized holes all over. There used to be, and one bigger one, and then a ravine. But other than that, this entire area was just completely this flat. Nothing has been really terraformed here to make it flatter. Everything was just already super flat, just tiny holes into the ground. There's a lot of things that you have to know about this SMP that I have not been telling you, and I'm so sorry. Most of the things that have been just centralized around war, because there's been a lot of politics happening for the past few weeks, and I have not gotten the time to just get myself into recording one of these kinds of videos. But anyways, this is basically the main base area. This is another part of my little fleet. These things are actual battleships, by the way. Like these cannons, they can shoot. They can blow up shit very fast. None of these are armed, however. They don't have any cannonballs at all to shoot. Oh yeah, by the way, I completely forgot to mention my little country on this piece called Legionary Land. Other parts of Legionary Lands go down to the south, and this is where I'm currently working on things. Yes, welcome to yet another massive construction. I'm gonna make this into a massive village, town, kind of fortress thingy-dingy. So it'll both be a town and a fortress at the same time. Just to add to me having something to do on this SMP, because quite frankly, you can see right now, I am the only motherfucker online. There's not a single other dude on right now. Maximum, I think we might get like 3 more players than me, other than me on today. Maybe, maybe not, probably not. That's like the maximum extent that could be possible. But probably won't happen. And that basically is what Legionary Land, this entire forested area right here, is all about. That's the main land, Legionary Land, plus this piece I own right here. But my empire is much greater than just this. As you can see on the map right here, there's more shit outside of, you know, the Liam area of the discussion. So if you have watched all the episodes of this piece so far, you might remember this from episode 1. And it does not look the same anymore. But this is where we spawned in day 1, and it has now been turned into a massive industrialized area, which is the center of what's called the Spawn Nation. A sort of trade union, but each country a part of it can still be like an independent thing. So technically, using the word Spawn Nation is not accurate. Should have used the word like Spawn Union or something like that. But since Spawn Nation is what we've used on the other SMPs before, we don't want to break from tradition. That's why it's called Spawn Nation once more. I fixed the bombed area, but the windows have not been fixed yet. So here's I recently made this little pathway right here, but this pathway doesn't really have any importance so far because there's nothing out here at all except for torches that light up the thing. Here we got the canal, which I'm calling the canal. This is like the spawn canal going out towards over here. That's like just a checkpoint to indicate that you are entering into the central part of Spawn Nation. This river right here going around what we call the pistol grip, mainly because it looks like half of a revolver, we call the grip river, going from here through there and up here. So that's the grip river. Here's another canal, not lit up as you can see, but because it was recently constructed and stuff. But it exists, so people can sail through here. And now we have properly entered into Toucan land. This river going around this island is called the Tukmani River. Toucan's giant ass wheat field. This is an old concentration camp from when the chicken problem reigned supreme. Remember the chicken problem? Well, it still exists, just not here anymore. They spread over to this island, and this entire island used to be a massive piece of epicenter of chicken population. It was really bad. And here's the thing, the chicken even migrated into the jungle, so the fact that me and Alex showed up and ended up exterminating, not exterminating all, but capturing them all in, was good. Then Tugan properly came over and killed off with the rest of the chicken because he didn't think we were doing our job well enough. But then Tugan went ahead and made an animal farm out of this area and introduced new chickens. That shit right there is a villager breeder, and it's inside of the jungle biome, meaning that you are breeding jungle villagers. And this railway goes out into the peninsula, which is now extremely empty. This place I did a lot of work on. I was hired by Tugan to help him build up this place. This area looks very nice, and it's now populated by jungle villagers, which is literally racial discrimination. This place is the absolutely most political part of the SMP. Over here is the Toucan Tower, where he was being shot repetitively outside of for so long. This entire hill area claimed like 50 people's lives. Well, not 50 different people, but 50 lives were ended here. And here are some of the chicken that have repopulated once more. Here's one of my colony islands. This is actually like one of the 2 colony islands I have out in this ocean that I actually done anything with. And it's also armed with military kits, so it's also defendable, despite having no actual good defenses, because anyone attacking from any part of the land around here, there's no cover for either me on the island or anyone on the mainland right there unless you build your own cover. Going out west again, this mountain, quite important. I've been digging a lot of gravel out here, and so have Wilmer, I think. This field is very important for me, Wilmer, and even Toucan, because we all go out here and mad kill a bunch of creepers before we had our farms. Now we all properly have gunpowder farms, I think. Now the only proper way to go from this point onward is going to Danfaka's base, or at least Danfaka's old base. As said, he hasn't properly lived here in a while. This is the island. The iron farm here is functional, mainly because I decided to make it functional once more because I needed the iron, but he said like, okay, yeah, you can use it. Yes, so there is. Here's Toucan's bay area, turned into naval dockyard, with a bunch of boats all protected into big containers like they were animals. But yeah, down here is the coast of my massive influenced area. Here's one of the 4 villages in my giant influenced area, probably one of the more important ones. Over here we have Toucan's turtle farm, which I've allowed to exist. So yeah, and then just a little bit beyond that is this island, which has been lended to Alex, but Alex has not done anything to it. Now I sincerely thank you for watching this video, and I hope you've been properly informed and you're happy about this informing. And I will see you in the next video, which probably won't be an SMP episode. It will hopefully be something else.